Actually, I could start the music. Come on, fucker. Why is everything going so slow? Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but I was supposed to fade that out. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Hit the Mics with Ryan D. I, of course, am Ryan D. No Steve Rodgers today. He got caught up in the storm.
Yep.
But today I have a very special guest. Very happy to have him on. A good buddy of mine, very funny comic, Robert Thompson, everybody.
Hey, what's going on? Yo, what's up in the house? Yeah.
There we go.
I appreciate the applause, as always.
There you go, man. The crowd loves you.
Thank you, man. Is this it's good to be on FamCast? No,
This is Hit the Mics.
Which one is it? Hit the mix, right? The first openly anti-Irish podcast. That's right. I'm like 3/4 Irish, some of the percentage.
Are you upset? Are you offended?
At my own joke, yes, dude. Fucking.
Oh, we got a comment already. Let's see. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? What's up, Kevin Hickerson? We've talked about you many a time on this podcast. We still yet to have you back on, but Kevin's a very funny comedian scientist.
Really?
You don't know Kevin?
I don't know, dude. I got to check him out though. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, he's dude. I've been to he's one of those guys I'll go to his birthday party and I'll feel like the dumbest fucking person. Because he's like a Caltech grad, he's a nuclear physicist. So
yeah, so writing jokes is it's basically he's so smart that he could just jump in and do comedy, because he has a big brain. But for us, it's using all of our brain power to make a riddle.
Yeah,
and he can just fucking shit it out. Yeah, I'll go in their little behemoth. I'll go in their little dumb lair and humor myself. Is he British?
Yeah. No, he's not.
Okay.
He's
Well, I don't know why I made him more Cockney. Well, I'm very smart, I am. I've got such a noggin in me. Noggin. We light up a Piccolo Pete.
No, it was funny, man, because I talk about it all the time. I went to his birthday party and I'm sitting there and there's one guy's yeah, I'm working on this VR project where people can be fully immersed in amusement parks and stuff like that and blah blah blah.
Really?
Yeah, and then this other guy's he's basically studying the dark side of the moon, Pink Floyd style. And then they go, "What do you do?" I'm like, I tell jokes.
I mean, dude, we got to start somewhere though, Ryan. Who says that you may not walk on the moon or, figure out what is that called? Oedipus Rex? What the fuck is the thing what is the virtual, the VR thing again? What there's a God, maybe it's the gummies.
I don't know. Somebody just told me about an Oedipus Rex thing, and I felt like a fucking idiot the other day because I said something about breast milk. And I was saying, I was like, yeah, titty milk is hot. I think it's sexy to hook up with a chick that's lactating. And he goes,
it's a beautiful thing. It's a natural thing. I'm not knocking you.
And he goes, he's like, why do you think that is? Right. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing of when you see a woman with big tits and blah, blah, blah. And he made that correlation. He goes, "Oh, Oedipus Rex is rolling in his grave right now." And then I was like, "Yeah, I was like,
Just not
I know
in-
who that is, but
Yeah.
everyone else in this room may not know who that is.
Wow, wait, was Oedipus Rex like a walking, talking human that boned his mom? Or
I guess I don't know who that
Yeah.
boned his mom.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, wasn't it a fucking? It was like a like
a
a
Roman god
story.
or-
Yeah, it was like a story.
Well, there's got to be a real guy. It's based. There is a George Costanza, Larry David out there.
That's true.
So there definitely is a guy that boned his mom and killed his dad out there. Like, I mean,
I mean, Luke Skywalker banged his sister and killed his dad. So
Wait, I thought they just made out.
I don't know.
Did they get to banging? Is that an extended galaxy?
That's in the extended books.
Yeah.
There's
I wouldn't put it past them. Fucking nerds, dude.
There's a fucking
That I love.
there's probably some sort of fan fiction, like a romance novel between Luke and Leia.
Oh yeah. And then their son Narf. Narf Skywalker. Where his like lightsaber has like a helmet on it, or I don't know. It's like it's got like a training wheel. I don't know. Fucking. I'm a part of the Jedi.
We're coming in hot, dude.
They feed him like fish heads when he's good. They're like, all right, Narf, you've proven your Jedi abilities. Get back in the fucking cave. It's like a rat tail. Narf is here. That's how Leia died, dude. He fucking killed her.
The most annoying kid in the galaxy.
Yeah. All right, here's Narf again with the stupid training lightsaber. Doesn't even know it's not even a real saber.
Oh my fucking god!
If they did inbred Sunyo, funny that would be. He definitely would storm the fucking Jedi Capitol. That's for sure.
No man, that's a whole. Call us Disney. That's a whole fucking new. That's a new series. Narf Skywalker. He lives in a cave.
Yeah,
he lives in a cave. He's got a lightsaber.
All right, you've been good, Narf. Here's your fish heads. Narf Jedi. Oh fuck!
Oh my god! Oh fuck!
He uses his Jedi forces just to like take dumps. He's like, oh shit!
Oh my god! Okay. Oh shit! We went right into it, huh? Fuck. But anyway, I've had a pleasure of being a part of your podcast called Robertland, which is fantastic. And I actually, I know I'm probably gonna offend some of my friends here, but I don't listen to very many of my friends' podcasts, mainly because like I kind of know if I know too much about them, like I don't really want to, you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of like I already know you, really. Like it's not.
Yeah, like would you listen to like your I don't want to insult anybody, but yeah, like
I don't like sometimes. Well, here's the thing too: is like I don't have time to listen to that many podcasts now.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, or at least I'm not in a situation where I would like I used to spend a lot of time on the road or like working, and like so I'd put podcasts on, and like now now if I'm sitting in here, I'm not listening to podcasts because I get distracted. So I if I'm in here, I'm working, so I'm listening to music or something like that or whatever. But my point is, I like to put yours on, I subscribe to a lot. I subscribe to all my friends' podcasts, but I rarely put theirs on besides the ones that I'm like a big fan of, your mom's house or like Rogan or something like that. Cause they got like celebrities on that I really want to listen to. Right.
Totally.
But your show is like one of the ones that that's on rotation. Like, cause I like to listen to it. Cause I really like the premise of it is just so original. It's amusement park stories and stuff like that, and then plus you got like sketches and facts and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I wanted to. It's hard because sometimes I worry that like to produce podcasts can be like people aren't drawn to that. I feel because they're like, oh, what the fuck is this? But there's a quality to it where I want it to feel like you're a part of these stories or you're just chilling with your friend. And I think the podcast style is perfect for that because most theme park related anything is just like they'll get into like the technicality of like how the ride is built.
Yeah.
And I always get lost. Like I want to hear the stories and the ideas of the ride itself. But I think the fact that we actually just talk to people about their experiences is what makes it like original, especially comics.
Well, it makes it much more relatable.
Yeah, relatable. Yeah. Especially because like some of the, like I'm a big fan of that stuff, obviously, but some of the people that will like have those channels, like, you know, they're into it in another level where they're like, you know, it's kind of like a guy that is really into BDSM. That's the way they'll be into it. You know, they've got like a Mickey strap on, or no, I don't know. But it's I've been having fun with it, and doing it here too has been rad. So
yeah. Well, you've done the full. This is the full cycle here, the trifecta. You did well. So excuse me. Anybody who listens to my show knows that I live here with Doug, who is an anomaly.
Yeah.
But so I produce his podcast as part of my rental agreement, and he had, I decided,
what's your deal?
Yeah, what's your deal with Doug? I had decided, well, you were talking about coming in here and we were gonna do Robertland. Well, you came in here and did one because you needed to stream with somebody.
Yeah.
So I just kind of produced that episode. But Doug was here, and then so you came back and you were like, I want to talk to that guy, and you came back and we made it happen. And I figured we would just kind of marathon podcast that day. We didn't quite get to mine, which is why you're back here.
Oh yeah,
but that was such a fun day, and God, he loved you. You know, so you got him off my back for
a minute. Yeah. It's like, man, it fucking felt good, man. Like it was fun. I think like, because of the situation right now, you know, with AIDS and stuff, and with SARS, or I feel like, you know, we cherish things for sure, and so like going and doing creative shit, like it's so fucking, it's like nutrients, especially like just hanging out with a friend and fucking shooting the shit, and that's what I love about like podcasting, and you know, and then
man, like I've even been doing episodes where like I'll like a friend of mine I hadn't talked to, and I've known him since kindergarten. He's like one of my best friends, right? But like he's one of those buddies that like we go off, we won't talk for like a few years or whatever, but then it's like finally when we'll talk, we won't hang out, but we'll talk on the phone at least 3 times a year, you know what I mean? But he'll just hit me up out of the blue, and then I'd be like, wait. And so the last time I was like, hold on, let me set you up. Let's do a whole podcast of just us catching up, because we hadn't talked in about 8 months or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So so I just set up, and people loved it. People really enjoyed it because it was just us catching up. And he's one of the funniest fucking guys that like I've ever met. So that's the thing, is he's one of the reasons I got into stand-up. But he's so biased. That's what I love about him too, is like he was the funniest kid growing up, and he's the reason why I always wanted to do comedy, was because he was so fucking funny, and I would always try and make him laugh. And so we were always we were the worst in a classroom together. I mean, because we would always get in trouble because we would just be trying to one up each other on getting laughs. But it wasn't like a competition on who was funnier. It was just like who could make each other laugh the most, you know?
Yeah, dude, that's the best though, because there's so much there, especially, dude, was it the last 8 months of last year, of 2020?
Yeah. So I just talked to him recently.
Dude, there's so much there.
There's so much to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's life, like you have no idea what anyone's gone through last year. Like it is interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So his job was interesting too. So like I had to talk to him about what
he's a fluffer.
no, he works, you know, he has one of those like most dangerous jobs. Like he's like a fucking
deadliest catch.
Like he's like an oil rig guy.
Well, I think a fluffer is also extremely.
That's one of the fucking most dangerous jobs.
yeah. I mean, it can do bodily harm. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, it can be bodily fluid harm.
Yes,
it's a biohazard.
They say that fluffers are like a myth, though. Like it's not real. Like there isn't a real like.
I'm sure at some point it actually existed.
Yeah,
and most of the time I heard it was dudes.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I mean, it's probably the director. He's, you know, it's like they're trying to work on a budget. Like, all right, let me jerk you off real quick.
Yeah. Get ready. Get ready here. Start. You'll be starting. They slaps his ass and jerks him off.
Yeah. All right, come on. We got time to. We don't have time to kill. Let's go. No, it's. and I come on while he's directing, which like would totally take away like because the director like has like he's like a bigger man on campus, you know, but him having to blow the guy. Yeah, God damn it, it's just me again. Yes, as the boom operator, like, will you fucking do it? He's like, oh, you got a cold? Okay. All right, let's go. All right. So you're saying your buddy works on an oil rig?
He works on an oil rig, yes. He doesn't suck dicks.
Okay.
But,
is he a big man? I don't want to die now.
He's fucking jacked, actually. Like he used to be like this little scrawny dude, and now he's like, I mean, he's jacked, bro. Like,
well, if he's doing a dangerous job.
And the thing was because of the pandemic, he couldn't go back to it, so he literally hadn't worked for like a year. But all he did this whole time was just work out. All he does on the rig is work out, though, too. So like when he's out there, he can't drink, he can't smoke, he can't eat. There's no like, it's just there's not much junk. What do he do? I know.
No. Well, you described that for some reason because you said like, oh, the rig, it's an oil rig, it's a hard, cold world. I just thought of like Doug for some reason working on a boat. With a bunch of fish. Yeah. Is the audience familiar with Doug? Has he been on Hit the Mics?
Yeah. Okay, once or twice. I don't know. He's always fucking in here interrupting. So, I mean, he's made a few cameos.
So your buddy doesn't have that kind of body type, obviously.
No, he's jacked. But anyway, I tried telling. He's got so many stories that like I tried telling on stage, and I was working on one, because he was on the rig. And here's what I love about this guy too. Paul, I know you're. I'm gonna send you this episode and make sure you listen to it because I'm sucking your dick so hard about it. But he told me this story about. This is why I love him, right? Because he does things that just like they're not to entertain anybody else but himself. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the best.
So he started drawing dicks on things like on this rig, right? And never told. And he's like, here's the thing: is like, I don't even have any friends on the rig. He's telling me, right? He's like, so if it was you, like, I would do it to make you laugh.
That's
he's like,
so
and he's like, but I just did it because I thought it would be funny.
That's great.
So he just started drawing dicks on things, right? And then he got super carried away because he thought it was funny because people would get fucking pissed off about it, right? And no one knew who it was. No one knew who it was, and so. He drew a dick on someone's locker, and so there's like all these people crowded in the hallway, right? And he walks up, he goes, "Dude, what's going on?" And this guy turns around, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't hear? There's a dick bandit aboard."
I hear he has a hook for a hand, which he carves the dick in.
Yeah, the dick bandit aboard, yeah. And so he was like, yeah, he's like, so I was the dick bandit aboard, and he said that he even drew one on this giant panel that like it was like this giant fucking stainless steel panel that they had that was just kind of sitting there, and they had to move,
hilarious.
And he drew a giant dick on it. But like you couldn't really tell, because he just did it in the dust or the water or whatever. But he said that day the supervisor showed up and they needed to like lift that with the crane. He said it was one giant dick and a bunch of small dicks,
dude.
And so they lifted it with the crane. And once the sun bounced on it, you just saw all these dicks on this giant thing. And so all the supervisors are looking up and they're like, "Are those dicks?" And he said his boss was like, no, those are thumbs ups.
Wow, that's hilarious, dude. That's so brilliant. That's like a brilliant dick joke because like it's way funnier that it's just him entertaining himself.
Yes, yeah, because
like, that makes it so hilarious.
And so so here's the kicker was some guy figured out it was him.
Oh.
And so he went into his dorm and drew dicks on everything. And so they got in a scuffle over it because this guy drew, like he said, with a Sharpie, drew it on his laptop and all kinds of shit. And so they kind of got into a scuffle over it. And somebody caught him. So like they saw them fighting. They both go to the fucking, the manager's office, and that guy got fired for being the dick bandit.
That is so fucking funny. That's beautiful karma right there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude. I could just see all these pissed off like sailor, like what the fuck is this dick doing here?
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds
Well,
so
he worked with a lot of
hilarious.
dudes from the South too, so like,
Oh yeah.
so you know, so he would love fucking with them because they would, you know, they'd get all fucking, you know, Yosemite Sam on him.
Yeah. That's so great, dude. So has he been doing that job the whole time?
No. He hasn't been back because he wasn't able to travel.
Oh,
so yeah. So he's going back soon. So the last time I talked to him, we talked over the phone. It was so crazy, man. Like I love this dude to death because it's like, it's one of those things. Like you ever have like a dream about somebody? Like you just, I know it's gonna sound really gay right now, but you ever like think about somebody and then they call you.
And you're holding them, and I've tenderly. No, yeah, I have though. Like,
you know what I mean? Like you have this. There's this weird. You know, I don't like to read too much into it, but it's like very. It's like, you know, it's a. What's the fuck? See, I'm having a brain fart here. It's just a big coincidence that, like, you know, you're thinking about them and then like they give you a call. You know?
Is there like a term for that? Like, there's like because there's like something. Sometimes there's something in the air that like draws people. Yeah, you're like, oh, we both. You know, I feel like there's a name for that.
There's some name for it. I forget. I don't know. I talked to some chick with crystals that she probably knows what it is.
Serenity. And...
Well, I'm a Leo, so I, you know, her Mercury's in retrograde, so that's why I'm such a cunt this week.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I've heard something like that.
And that's why I committed 9/11. That's what the terrorist said.
That's what Osama said.
Yeah, no. I don't want to do an act out.
He's like, well, you guys know I'm an Aries. And Aries do crazy things.
September I'm triggered to. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, that's so yeah, he gave me a call and told me everything that was going on with him. But yeah, I had a dream that he and I killed somebody, and then we had to bury it. Yeah. Dude. And I was just talking about this on my brother's podcast, Rat Talk, and we were talking about crazy dreams, and I was like, it was kind of weird because, and then he was telling me he had a similar dream, but he didn't remember who he was with, but he said like he accidentally killed somebody, and he had a buddy with him, and they had to like cover it up.
It would be tribute if he was killing you in it. Like there's this M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
There's like and I was killing you.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be a badass. Sorry, I'm writing a movie right now.
But yeah. Well, we've already written 3 just in this podcast alone.
Yeah, Narf.
Narf Wars.
Yeah, Narf Wars. It's Narf.
Narf or nothing.
I know, yeah. I just hear like the John Williams score. You know, like
played on a recorder.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh dude. Okay, so actually, we've got to know each other. We've gotten to know each other for quite a while now. But what you've been a theme park enthusiast your whole life?
I think so. Yeah.
So I mean, do you have any crazy like childhood memories from when you were going? I know you probably talked about these a lot on your podcast, but like, I mean, did you grew up in Chino Hills?
Yeah, Chino Hills, Chino. Yeah. So like,
so yeah, I mean that's a staple in California, and that's where they started the OC. That's where the guy was from.
Yeah, the bad boy.
The bad boy was from Chino Hills.
He's on the hard side of the tracks.
Yeah, he got caught stealing the car in Chino Hills.
I know, it's so funny, dude. When that went down, people were upset. They were outraged that they would make it look so bad, and then like they wanted to do an episode because there's such an uproar. Because this was a time like when there wasn't pandemic,
when there wasn't much to fucking complain about.
Dude, look at all those years of like 2016 with that meme of the chick crying or whatever. It's like all that is laughable now. Like, the ending to Game of Thrones was so like, please bring back the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Like that was such an amazing time.
Oh my God.
The biggest thing to talk about.
Yes, I know. I love that sandwich, by the way.
It's great. And I love all the knockoffs at Farmer Boys and Jack in the Box. They're actually good substitutes. If you don't like
the KFC one falls a little flat, but it's okay.
Yeah, not, it doesn't quite have the same hits. You know, it's like when Kiss went disco. You know, they tried, but no. So like, yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, you know, I lived in Southern California, so I feel like most people would go to like Knott's or Disneyland. And Disneyland wasn't a place I went to. like most people, it was like a yearly thing, even though it was way more reasonable then.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, I have so many funny memories. I saw one of my friends, I saw his penis in broad daylight at Disneyland because it got pantsed. We were there, but it was on our like senior.
Hey, hold on. Let's actually get into. I know. Well, I actually finish your story, and then I want to talk about like a good old fashioned pantsing. It's classic comedy.
Yes. Pantsing is hilarious.
Yeah. So finish your story. I'll hold on to that thought, but finish your story.
Well, so it was like the senior trip thing because we didn't have grad night like everyone else in every other school district or whatever would be like, yeah, our grad night was great. Went to Disneyland. Little Kim blew everybody and they gave us back rubs.
I went to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland for grad night.
Yeah, so we didn't have grad night at Disneyland. It was always that weird like, let's go to a laser tag arena in Hemet and do meth. No, I don't know, but I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
That would have been way more fun.
That's true.
Opinion.
Yeah,
I would have.
I'll get you, Gunther. No, I don't know.
I would have much rather been on meth playing laser tag than on fucking on Main Street.
Oh, our green team. He's striking the base. Dude, I don't know. I miss fucking laser tag.
Hey, you know what? I have done laser tag really high on cocaine. There you go. I just remembered that. I really have
amazing. It's like it was a 12-hour game of laser tag.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. There used to be this place in Alhambra. We went for my girlfriend's birthday one time, and I had a sack of blow in my pocket because I thought we were gonna party afterwards, but I was like, I couldn't wait, so I just so I'm in the laser tag place, just fucking stroking bumps, and we're in there, and I'm just like.
It's like a war in like Tron, dude. Tron land. Dude. Of course you'd want to.
I'm finding a corner while everyone's in there, like all fucking glow sticked out. I'm finding a corner, doing a bump, fucking taking kids out in the corner.
Oh shit! Did you take a bump with the glow? The glow shit? Does that do anything?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, but I was willing to try anything at that time.
No, man. I mean, I never did blow at Disneyland or anything, but there's been so many like.
Wait, so finish the pantsing story.
Okay,
sorry, I'm getting too excited here.
We're going down rabbit holes.
Yeah, I know.
I went to I was at Disneyland for like a grad. It wasn't a grad night. It was like a grad week thing where we like would go one day. It was like a senior trip day to Disneyland, and so we went. And my buddy, who's 3 years older than us, he'd already graduated high school, met up with us. And he was hilarious. He's I've known him for years.
Wait. So okay, I'm sorry. Back up. You said this was a friend of your brother's?
No, a friend. Well, a friend of mine. They're all my friends. But our buddy just met us.
He just met you guys there, but had already graduated.
He already graduated. Okay. Yeah, which
that's the best. That's the best.
It was so funny. Yeah. But he's literally like he's one of the funniest people I know. But he is like a Beavis and Butthead character when it comes to like shit that he does. Like it's amazing. One time he bought like a. It still makes me laugh. He went to 7-Eleven and he bought. It was a guitar that you could fill with Slurpee. He's like, dude,
yes,
he's one of the funniest fucking people. But yeah, So we were at the grad week trip to Disneyland.
Yeah,
and there's like girls with us. There's our buddy and his like girlfriend, and then my buddy Adam. And I've known Adam since I was 5 years old. He's a character himself.
Yeah.
But Kevin, our buddy, met up with us, and for some reason, Adam went through a phase where he would like not wear underwear.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were on the cross country run, and I heard his balls like slapping at this leg, and it sounded so painful. Yeah, we were going down a hill, and it'd be like wham, whack, and I was like, "Oh my lord, that boy's gonna need a bra like after this. Like he's gonna need some adhesive on those balls." But yeah, So we were at Disneyland. He has no underoos on.
Yeah,
and so our buddy thought it would be hilarious. In the middle of like New Orleans Square or something, there's like a water fountain.
Yeah, and
there was like a little piece of chocolate on the water fountain, and Adam would do like crazy stuff sometimes, not like to make us laugh. And so I remember Kevin was like, "Oh, lick this piece of." He's like, "Oh, like someone incited to lick this piece of chocolate."
Yeah.
And so Kevin found his his go, and he fucking pantses him, his shorts. He pulls his dickies down, and I've never seen this before, but it's like broad daylight, and like I'm seeing my friend's dick like just go like that. And I remember him looking at me. We made eye contact. I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" And I remember looking though. Actually, the first thing I saw was a family, and it was like this fat like dad.
Yeah,
and he looked so angry and pissed. He probably saw his penis too, and but it was so weird because it was so populated. It was like a June day. There's like people that spent like their whole life savings to like go to Disneyland, and they're seeing some teenagers fucking dick. Like it's so fucked up.
It's so bad. It's so bad that you guys ruined their fucking.
Yeah, we came all the way from Madison. I know. Yeah.
I did not come to Disneyland. I came to see Mickey, not Dickie.
Yeah. I didn't want to see Schmegma while at
Oh my god,
dude, it was amazing, and he almost pantsed him again because he was so. My buddy was pissed at him, but we were in line for Splash Mountain. It's a full line.
Yeah,
we're backed up.
You guys were in line when this happened.
No, but there was a second time that almost happened.
Oh, okay.
And I talked him out of it because I'm like, dude,
yeah.
Fuck that. Like,
yeah, because then you're stuck.
And then everyone just saw your ass and your balls, and
yeah,
you're kind of stuck with that for forever.
You're just fucking. And then everyone has to watch. They have to look at me like, I know this side of you I didn't really want to know.
Yeah, exactly. So I love when dads fight at Disneyland. No, that's the best.
Or my god! Well, if they're not ghetto though, like when white dads fight, it's hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But when like like that one in Two Town was pretty funny too. But but that one in Two Town was like two like it was like two really ghetto families, and it was really sad with like the little kids. Yeah, it wasn't that fun.
Yeah,
fun to watch. I mean, it was entertaining for sure.
Yeah, someone I think added like cartoon character. I remember there was like a version of it that I can't find anymore, but I think like Goofy and like Donald are in it somehow. Like we joked though, like Toontown, like after that, like because Toontown is kind of the longest land that hasn't had like a renovation until it's going to.
Yeah,
though.
I remember when because it opened in the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
94.
I remember when it opened.
Yeah, it was so huge, such a big deal.
Yeah,
and so much stuff is closed since then because everyone's getting hurt. Like they had to take out a lot of stuff, and I mean, but I guess like. Yeah, what they're bringing a new ride. They're bringing the Mickey Mouse Railway ride, which is going to bring like new. It's kind of like their
new little kids. Well, there's the Mickey House Clubhouse that's like super big right now. Ever since like
they're getting a Poke Bowl and a Froyo shop.
Are they really?
Yeah, the hipsters are moving into Toontown. No, but it's basically essentially it's like that.
Is fucking Donald Duck gonna start protesting out there and like throwing bricks through windows because coffee shops are moving?
Yeah, well, right now it's like Echo Park or Boyle Heights, like before hipsters.
Yeah,
like that's where it is right now. Where it's like kind of it's not the. Like Toontown feels like a little dangerous these days.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Like you look at Goofy's tires are like slashed, dude. Like,
right.
Yeah, he's wearing the wrong colors. Dude,
you're right, dude. Toontown is like it's like Boyle Heights.
Yeah,
and fucking Tomorrowland is like Beverly Hills.
Oh, Beverly.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then what?
Boyle Hills.
Yep. But then actually, I would say Frontierland is like that's over here.
Fontana.
It's like Fontana. Yeah, it's like it's Highland. It's where I live. It's like in the Wild West.
I know what I love about Highland though is like there's parts of it that look like Rancho Cucamonga when it was brand new.
Yeah, and then there's parts that look like fucking Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah, there'll be like a shanty town and then like a really beautiful like cul-de-sac that's like like you could smell the paint. It's
weird because it's like a bad it's like a bad area that's not really like a condensed bad area. You know what I mean? Like because like I know there's some shit that goes on around here, but I don't really see it. I mean, I'm on a cul-de-sac, I guess, so like it doesn't. But like there's some wild shit that happens that I hear about all the time. You know, like people apparently somebody's car got stolen down the street.
Oh shit!
And like supposedly my roommate said that he thought he heard somebody in our backyard, which I'm like, the fuck, man? I better make sure I lock all this shit. I'm like, I got thousands of dollars worth of equipment in here. Like, if somebody were to come in here and take this shit, It'd
be funny if you just found like a giant dick on the back of your house. Like, is your buddy playing a prank?
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the danger. I love danger in any neighborhood because it's like, it makes you feel alive.
Adds some excitement.
It adds a little bit of excitement. Yeah. Like I told you, when I was living in East LA, that was my favorite time to live, was because because I loved it there, man, and I loved the danger of it, and I was the gringo on the fucking block, but they loved me, man. Like, all the cholos loved talking to me and talking. Like, I remember I told a few of them around me that I was a comic. And then so when I'd run into them like leaving at night, they're like, "Oh, hey, you going to work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a show tonight." Like, "Orale, fuck yeah, man, make them laugh and shit." So they knew I was a comic. They knew I didn't bang, right? So like they were just like, they were super cool with me. One guy fucking kept my car from being towed. My battery died.
That's right.
And I didn't even know this guy, but like my battery had died. But he said he had seen my car on the block, so. Dude,
see, that's cool, man. That's the bummer, is like, people talk about LA or California, like there's no like neighborhoods, or there's no like community. I'm like, well, yeah. You're not from LA. Yeah. If you live in Malibu, you don't fucking live in, like, that's what bothers me so much. There's all these people, like the comics, that move here and they shit on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, dude, if you're at a fucking mansion in Beverly Hills, or
or you're living in fucking or you're exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not even that.
With Ron Paul or Rand Paul.
Or Paul Blart
or RuPaul.
Yeah. But that's not even it. It's like even like people who, well, if you live on the Sunset Strip, you don't have a fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, doesn't RuPaul frack or something? I forgot. Anyways, you're right though. Like, if you work in Vegas, you most likely live in Henderson. Or you live like in the actual neighborhoods and shit, because I got friends that live in Vegas, and they live in like, northern Vegas, where it's like away from everything, Yeah, North Vegas is pretty interesting though, because people always talk about how like, oh, I went the wrong side. I ended up in East LA and I was scared. But if you go to like North Vegas, like, it is legitimately. It can be pretty rough. It looks,
no, for sure. There's a lot of fucking pockets of Vegas that are really dangerous and scary.
Because it's like people that were raised off of like everyone with a problem. Like, I don't know. It's like, but then again, there's a lot of really cool. I don't want to, I'm not shooting on
There's
Vegas.
Pockets of bad neighborhoods in every fucking town.
Oh, totally.
Like, you're gonna, and if you want to, but that's what makes every city so beautiful, I think. I mean, San Francisco could suck it because that whole fucking city's a shithole. Yeah. I hate San Francisco so much. I really do.
You don't like the Rice-A-Roni birthplace?
No. Rice-A-Roni. I never liked Rice-A-Roni. You know what? Rice-A-Roni can suck it too.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who likes Rice-A-Roni? They should just all kill themselves.
I hate San Francisco. I spent a week out there and I was miserable. Like, I went with a girlfriend, and she, and I was like, and I had never really traveled to too many places. So
Did you go on the BART?
The what?
the subway thing?
Oh no,
okay.
The subway thing. No, I rode the trolley.
Oh,
and like downtown,
like in Full House.
Yeah, and then we went to the wharf. Actually, Alcatraz was the coolest thing.
Oh yeah, that would be the coolest.
That was the coolest thing. But yeah, I mean, my car got locked into a fucking garage. I had to pay extra to get it out, and like,
dude, driving there is horrible. Parking, is awful.
It was fucking ridiculous. And then like, I don't know. And there's this homeless guy sitting outside our. Look, whatever. I'm cool with homeless people, but it's not their fault most of the time, right? But it was like, what bugged me was they're so used to their homeless dudes like just sitting there. Like, people were walking right over this guy. It was freezing cold. It was like during the winter. And I was staying at this, what do they call it?
White Walker?
It was like a hostel. No. White Walker.
Oh, from Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Because winter is coming. No.
It was cold and it was rainy, and and this dude's on a sleeping bag on the fucking porch of this fucking hostel I'm staying at. But they had they had coffee and bagels and shit every morning. So every morning I fucking bring him a coffee and bagels, and for that entire week I was there. So after a while I was friends with the homeless guy more than I was the locals.
Actually, it would be funny if you just went completely Jewish when you after giving him all the bagels. Like I don't know why. I just imagine like a Jewish homeless guy, which I don't know if I've seen. But it'd be like
It's rare.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's rare because they got all the money. No, it's called comedy, guys. Thank you. I'll be here all week. I love that when everyone does that though. Like all the kids that start out in comedy, they just do like shock shit immediately. The Holocaust, and then they'll be like, "Sorry, it's comedy, bro."
I gotta show you this TikTok I saw with this guy dressed as the Joker, and it's he's in this purple suit, and it says if Joker were a boomer comic.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Oh,
he starts saying, he's like, I don't know why everyone's so sensitive these days. He's like, you say the N-word once and everyone loses their mind.
That's right on point, dude.
It's so funny.
Have you seen the movie that's kind of loosely based off the Scorsese movie with Rupert Pumpkin? That's one of my favorite movies. What is it? God dang it. It's with Scorsese and De Niro.
Uh-huh.
Robert De Niro plays this like bad comic.
Okay.
He's like,
no, I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
Oh, dude, it's so good. He he kidnaps.
I'll have to check it out.
He kidnaps like the Tonight Show host.
Hold on. Yeah. We got another comment here. Let's see.
Kevin.
But Rice-A-Roni is a San Francisco treat. Rice-A-Roni and San Francisco can both suck my asshole. Anyway, no, you know what? So whatever happened to a good old fashioned pantsing?
I know, dude. We got to bring it back.
We got to bring it back. It's like sexual assault now. Like they're considering it sexual. But like, do you remember the joy of a good pantsing, like in PE?
Oh,
you know, like that was always happening in PE, right? Because everyone had to have their gym shorts on. I mean, guys doing it to guys, like that's hilarious, right? It's obviously offensive if you do it to a girl, right? But
yeah, dude, I miss when things like literally, dude, like there's new rules every day for what you can and can't do, and like if I can't pants someone, I'd rather like kill myself. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want to live in a world where you can't pants somebody.
Yeah,
I got pants pretty bad, and my dick came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was a drama geek in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends, he was like my first gay friend in theater, right? So I don't know why that even, it doesn't really matter, but he pants me in front of two girls I was talking to.
Yeah.
And because I was wearing my costume pants, and then but like I was wearing underwear, but I grew up poor, so I had so my underwear had to last me all year because I only got underwear for Christmas. so my waistband was so fucked up on these boxers, or maybe I just hadn't washed, my good ones yet. You know what I mean? So I had these ones were barely hanging on, and he pantses me, and everything goes down, and my ass cheeks are right in his face when he does it, right? And my little teenage teeny dick shows up, and all these girls, they get all flustered and leave. But my reaction was what made it even funnier, was because because I had done it to so many people already. So when it happened to me and my dick came out, I just went, and then I picked them up.
That's amazing, dude. That's so funny. No, we like my friends kind of brought back some hilarious like juvenile, practices like pantsing and mooning.
Yeah, and mooning is always funny too.
Oh, it's hilarious,
always.
Dude, yeah, there was a funny period where my friends got really intense with it. And one time they were driving around, and my friend like spread his butt cheeks for this dude reading newspaper, and like they were just going, like it kept getting worse and worse what they're doing. But we would go to a Cold Stone Creamery, Cold Stones where you have to tip them and they'll sing a song, happy birthday, whatever. Yeah. So like we would purposely like go in front of a Cold Stones, and it was like really bumping on like a Friday night, and my friend had a van, and it had like a Raider Nation sticker on the back, and I remember we would it was my friend's VW bus, and so I remember we had like wigs and like stupid shit that we put on our face, and I remember like moon and spread their cheeks, and then but it's so like weird. You just have so much energy at that age.
Yeah.
Like to do, like I work with some people that are like 19 or 20, and they're literally like tweakers. Like they're just like they're invincible, dude. That's why they die a lot. Isn't that weird? They're fucking dangerous, dude.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. Like,
put them in camps now. Like, I'm just kidding.
So much and that's another thing too. Was I was talking to somebody about this. I was talking to Steve about it. I think actually I was like, man, I was such a piece of shit kid. Like, not a piece of shit. It's just we grew up in that like Jackass CKY era, and me and my friends were just a bunch of assholes. Like, and so we would do so many things, and like some of them I think of were very like funny and harmless. But then some I think are like we're kind of cruel, you know,
dude. Well, that's hilarious though. I miss that, man. Now you have to be like a thespian or you have to like be a know-it-all now. Like you have to basically know everything about everything, and like that's so much more pressure just to be young and dumb and full of.
You know, one of my favorite things I used to do all the time, which I had seen in like a skate video. It was this guy would have like a tray of food and like trip over someone's chair and fucking throw it up in the.
That's funny.
And so I did that. I worked at the mall, so I would do that regularly. I would regularly, and like people would get because I would kick their chair and fall over, and just fling my tray up in the sky, and then like they'd be so concerned like I didn't see their, or maybe they might have. They're like, "Oh, did I scoot? I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "No, it's cool. It's okay." It's so fun, and I would do it, and that was before we all had cameras on our phones and shit, man. Yeah. Like, I would do it just to make my friends laugh all the time, you know. Yeah, I mean, my friend one time, we were kids, man. We were like in fucking 6th grade, and my friend Paul, we went into that one I was just talking about. We went to McDonald's. We were like 10 years old, and he's like, "I need to speak to a manager." He's like, "I'm missing some fucking nuggets," or something like that. Yeah. He's little 10-year-old kid, and he's like, "Where's Ronald McDonald? Where's Ronald?" And they're like, "Kid," and he's like, "Bullshit! I've seen him in the commercials." He's like, "Bring him out. I need to talk to a manager. I need to talk to Ronald."
He got a Pizzagate on the McDonald's.
Oh, it was so funny, but like, yeah, shit like that. I mean,
there's Ronald McDonald's buried here in the basement.
we get in trouble for riding the trays through the
slide.
The slide, yeah,
dude, yeah. I remember I got introduced to that, and I felt
my mom introduced me to that.
That's amazing.
My mom told me to do that, yeah, and then got, you know, and then wondered why I got fucking banned from McDonald's across the street from my high school.
Wait a second. Was McDonald's okay? Did you go to McDonald's? Is this in El Monte?
The one right there across the street from my high school, from Aurora High School.
Did an alien in a bear outfit show up and dance? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fucking Mac and Me, the dance off and fucking McDonald's.
They
filmed shit like in El Monte,
really,
and like San Gabriel Valley.
I didn't know that,
dude. I don't know. It could be like City of Industry or something random. But the dance scene and fucking,
I've never seen Mac and Me. I've only seen the crazy clips.
Dude, I recommend every human being that's listening to watch Mac and Me in its full form, because it is the worst. It is so weird. It was a ET knockoff,
right.
But it's so amazing because like it's not subtle. Like they have in ET he'd get like he has Reese's Pieces,
yeah,
and it's like great because it's like kind of charming. It like works for the plot, even if it's like subliminal. But like in that movie, it just beats you over the head. They need Coca-Cola to survive, and the aliens look like they look like abortions. Like they look so fucking horrible. Like it's so freaky, dude. And if I had the VHS, I'd like move. I'd have to like cover it because they're just frightening. They're like they look fucking disgusting. They have like butthole mouths. Yeah. Can you pull up Mac and Me?
Yeah.
Or is it gonna go to Reality Kings or something?
No. No, I'll pull it up for the video. But yeah, dude. So we ended up. I ended up getting fucking. I got banned from the McDonald's across the street from my high school.
Really?
Yeah, but like
for causing a ruckus.
Yeah, but he banned a ton of people.
You're like, I just robbed the place.
No, it was just we were just in that. We were assholes, man. It was like one time we got my friend fucking threw like we would antagonize fucking like food fights in there and shit, and
dude, food fight is another thing.
Food fights are another thing, dude. The joy of a food fight. Dude. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about some of the stuff is hilarious because like mooning, pantsing, food fights. Like those are things that like, you know, you always joke about growing up, but like, okay, this is something that I feel like is a chupacabra or is like elusive, is the swirly. Like
The swirly.
Dude, swirlies now would be like a hate crime, but supposedly, like, yeah, dude, when you get into fucking 7th grade, they're gonna rape you and give you a chocolate swirly.
Well, here's one of the things that I heard.
They'll beat the fuck out of you.
Here's one of the things that I heard that ended up actually being true. Was that when I went to high school, they pelted the fucking freshmen with batteries.
Really?
Yeah. So we always had there was always like that opening ceremony, like for everyone to like.
Here's the dorks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and we'd all
Take
sit in
aim.
the bleachers, and it'd be like the freshmen, the sophomores, the seniors, like all in one section, and you became a fucking target, you know. And not only that, they give you colors to wear. So like
differentiate.
To differentiate. Yeah, exactly. And my freshman year was yellow. And this is why we ended up calling we had a friend that we called Twinkie for like, I ended up not, I think his name's Kevin, but we called him Twinkie because he was this giant fucking 6'4" kid, Mexican kid. And he was chunky and he wore this bright yellow shirt on the first day of school.
That's amazing. That's so funny.
And here's Mac and me. Actually I got to share the thing. Yeah, but that fucking. Yeah, well, and I got hit with fucking shit all the time. So every time we had assemblies, I always got nailed in the head with something. Chrome tab. Here we go.
Oh, dude, I love the rallies. Are the best. My friends would fuck around in it on purpose.
That's
all the time.
Mac and me. There he is.
Yeah. See, look at that.
Yeah, I know. He has a butthole mouth.
Like that's frightening. That's E.T. Like E.T. also is disgusting, but he like there's a certain charm and like human element. That thing would just like suck the fetus out of your pregnant wife and murder you.
Yeah,
like that looks like it'd have like Richard Ramirez's soul. You know, like
speaking of Richard Ramirez, have you been watching that thing?
The Night Stalker?
Yeah. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it only because it creeps me out. Like I've growing up in the San Gabriel Valley, like I already knew enough about him. Like my mom told me, like she was like a little girl when that kind of shit was, you know, that stuff was going down, you know. So, well, I mean, maybe like, you know, preteen when she was, you know, and it was like in the middle of the summer, so like they you know, it was crazy. It was a crazy time, you know. Like my grandpa was like really fucking on edge, like was really nervous about everything, because especially after you hit like Arcadia, Whittier. You know, it was like, fuck, that's our stomping grounds. You know, that's where we grew up and shit. You know,
yeah, but it's a part of that danger you're talking about.
Yeah,
so you gotta chase the dragon, dog.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right.
You should just kill people. That's fucking terrifying, dude. I'm sorry. That's obviously humor, but like I feel like every podcast now, though, like if you were really a serial killer, like that would be a moment they play. He alluded to it with a nod years later. No, but yeah, like, dude, it is so heavy, that documentary, but it's done really well because they follow the case. Because a lot of serial killer documentaries are like 7 hours long, and it's always like the demons in their brain, and like it's like, dude, the work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Like, so just because sometimes you don't get to hear about how it unfolded, and that's where it's like. It's done really well because you're kind of watching it unfold, especially because we weren't like, I mean, I was born the year after he did pretty much everything. Yeah. So like when I was a kid, I think I just recall hearing about him. So it's like, it was of legend, but to watch it like in real time in that documentary is so fucking crazy. Yeah. But those guys did a kick-ass job, like catching him in that neighborhood.
Oh my God. That's so dope. But that's the funny thing about, back to what we were talking about too, was like, who caught him, right? They caught him in like El Sereno or some shit, right?
It was a neighborhood.
Yeah. And some neighborhood, and all the vatos came out and beat the shit out of him.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. But it is crazy because it is like it's in our home, Southern California, especially most of it was in like where you grew up.
Yeah.
So it leaves a little like weird taste in your mouth. Like, oh,
Yeah.
like something so evil could happen so close.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how many people he killed. And you watch and you're like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
I'm not a big fan of those like fucking murder porn docs and stuff because it just makes me feel really uneasy.
What's one that everyone talks about being handsome? Is it Jeffrey Dahmer?
They say Ramirez and Bundy. Yeah. But yeah, so the Bundy tapes. I tried watching that. I put it on and I was like, I can't. I'm like, because it's like he's basically telling his own story, and they're like playing tapes of him talking about what he did and everything, and you're just like,
see, that's what I like how they did it with the Night Stalker, the way that they played it out. It was good, but yeah, those Ted Bundys, it's 13 hours of a serial killer talking about murdering people.
Exactly.
Let's watch it.
Yeah. I know. Well, even that HBO doc that they did about those dudes, who were assaulted by Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, that was hard to watch.
Oh man, I watched that first part and I was like, I think I'm good. I think I'm not going to watch the second part.
You don't want to watch the Lord of the Rings edition, the extended cut?
Yeah, I'm like, I think I got the gist of this.
That was also really like jarring and fucking super heavy.
Yeah.
But it's fun to put on at parties and dude, it's a great documentary. Speaking of light-hearted, fun documentaries that make you feel good, is this one called Zoo.
What's that one?
It's about. Have you heard of Happy Hands?
Wait, is that the
horse that fucked the guy
to
death?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a really fun family-friendly documentary.
God.
No, it's so disturbing.
I've heard about this. Yeah,
dude.
So like, didn't they have like a farm where they were all fucking those animals and shit?
Yeah,
right?
But it's like a beautifully shot documentary.
Yeah,
and like it doesn't show their faces, and it has like a voice changer, but it's like it looks like what's that guy that does like the Spielberg movies? I forgot. It doesn't matter, but it looks like beautiful and it's just like super well done. But it is disturbing, and it's like you're talking to these guys, and it's funny because they have a voice changer, so it adds to the hilarity. I knew he was a zoo the minute I saw him.
Yeah.
But like, dude, the guy Happy Hands, like they go into that incident and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just so.
By the way, that's another thing that you remember becoming like, how did like that thing went around? Everyone knows about that video. That one, the one guy, one jar. You remember that one?
Yeah.
And Two Girls, One Cup was another one, right?
Yeah.
So like all three of those somehow circulated around like in the
I miss the Lemon Party days where it was a little more lighthearted.
Lemon Party was
it was like the four old dudes blowing each other.
Oh,
but everyone would send each other to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude,
that's right.
I miss when the
Lemon Party.
You could get away with that. You could be like on AIM. On AOL and be like, hey, bro, check out my new website, skateboard.com. And you go there because it would let you mask the link, which is brilliant. Why the fuck? Yeah. Like now it would be like harassment, but like everyone would do that to each other. My friends broke. So early MySpace days, our friends like all got into each other's MySpace somehow and like put like really disgusting backgrounds. Like my friend Gio.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, they put a close-up of an asshole and like shit coming out of it. Oh my God. And like all his friends and family.
Oh my God.
So someone put Happy Hands. That's how I first heard about it on my page.
Yeah.
And I've never actually watched the video, but I saw it for a second.
Yeah.
And I was
it's so disturbing.
Yeah, this girl that saw it, that it was weird. She was kind of in character. It was funny because they were all talking about it, and this girl I knew, and we were hanging out, and someone brought it up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that." I'm like, "That's the reaction you're gonna have to seeing a horse porn? Like, weren't you like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you sick fuck? Why is it on your MySpace page?" Yeah, and it's like Happy Hands.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like really neutral, kind of like, oh yeah, I love putting fucking horse porn on my page.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she doesn't judge people, which is cool. It's very nice of her, but I would be like immediately like, "Hey, dude, there's a guy getting fucked to death by a horse on your page."
Yeah, that was an ongoing trend too. That yeah. I mean, I went, but we were always pretty light about it because we knew like family and friends would check it out.
Yeah, you're not gonna put like ISIS beheading.
No,
videos.
we would put like one time we sent somebody's background as penis pasta. It was just like this pasta that was shaped like dicks.
That's way funnier though, because it's like it's like something you'd have at like a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Or
So,
the
but the whole background of it was like just penis pasta.
Like the bag of
dicks.
dicks.
The bag of dicks. Yeah.
Suck a bag of dicks. That's pretty great.
All right, we're almost out of time here, so we're at about an hour. But why don't you just tell people where they can find you and what's coming up next on Robertland and
dude,
and all that.
The fun start just begun, man. Join us if you like theme parks and comedy. It's I mean, you don't even have to give a shit about theme parks. I think it really is a comedy show, but like. I think it's just a fun mechanism to talk to people. So check out Robertland on anywhere you can stream podcasts, pretty much, and then doing other fun stuff. Dig Neptune, the microwave ovens. Look up our music.
Yeah,
we've got shit in the works. It's exciting. Check me out on Instagram, Robertland Pod or Eagle Maniac Comedy. And then, thank you for having me, my friend.
Absolutely, man. I love doing those Jaime Cortez
you'll be
sketches.
Back. Yeah, Jaime will definitely be back, Dark.
Yeah. Jaime's he's a staple in Robertland. If you ever check it out, check out the episodes with Jaime Cortez. That's the Cholo character I do that got arrested by Mickey Mouse and stole a few Xboxes or whatever.
It's amazing.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/hitthemics. Donate. My full comedy special is on there for $5 if you drop $5. If you sign up for $5 a month, you can do that. And we're also getting some new equipment in. We're going to be doing more movie reviews and stuff like that. And hopefully Rob and I will be doing a little more in the near future as well. So thank you guys.
Happy hands too.
Yeah, happy hands too. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Rob, for coming in, man.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. See you guys.
Narf, dude.